Hi everyone, welcome to our show, Engineering and Tech Central. My name is Sylvia Macario,
My name is Romalisa Ishimwe.
and we just want to, invite you to join us on this journey that we are bringing to you to share about opportunities and, life about engineering and everything else that is in between.
That's right.
Engineering and technology, actually.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
very right. Yes. So the reason why we decided to start this YouTube channel is because we realized that most of us, especially in Africa, we don't have mentorship at the time we want to start joining the engineering field. You
Right.
sit back at home, everybody's talking about being a doctor, your parents are asking you to go join the medical school, but then deep inside, you want to be a tech person. You want to be an engineer in the tech field, but you don't know the right choice to make. Tech field is really huge, right?
It is,
So
and
huge.
also same for engineering. There are like tons and
I
tons
know.
of engineering courses out there.
So how do you decide the right track to follow?
Exactly.
That's a question most Africans ask themselves, especially young Africans. So should I go for IT? Should I go for computer engineering? Should I go for what else?
Mechanical engineering,
Mechanical engineering.
or geospatial engineering.
Yeah, all
and
those kind
space
of
technology.
stuff.
Yeah.
So we started this video channel so that we can probably inspire you and probably share some of our testimonies on how we decided to join the tech company and how we went through it and what are the kind of mentorship that we wanted, and that helped us along the way.
And also to just share our, pains and gains throughout this journey.
That's right.
Yeah, I actually studied engineering and Romilly studied computer science.
That's
So
right.
we come with a wealth of experience from two different worlds, and they actually work together, but then it is something to actually talk about when you have a diverse audience of people who want to join technology or want to go to the engineering
Yeah.
trackway.
Yeah, so that's right. So why don't you mention a little bit what are you doing currently? And then after that, you can probably take us through your journey, how you started your journey in tech field.
So my background is in geospatial and space technology.
Wow, fancy.
Geospatial, geospatial engineering and space technology.
Yes.
To add that, so it's not about going to space, but then it's all about working with space data, that is satellite information, and being able to provide that information to developmental agencies, transport ministries, and everyone else that requires data to make decisions. For example, if farmers want information that is able to show the prediction of rains in
Yeah.
days to come for them to know when to plant what.
Yeah.
Such kind of information is what we deal with. And GIS, if most of you have heard about GIS. That's
Geographical information
also systems, yes. That's
smart.
so currently I run a startup company with some of my colleagues from graduate school. We both went to Carnegie Mellon University, so that's what we are currently doing, and we are focusing on both technology and engineering stuff. And yeah, that's my journey so far.
Yeah, your journey was very exciting. So
Yeah.
that's how you started, and this is what you're currently doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm currently
So what's your
doing.
vision for the future
My vision for the future is
in your company, especially?
we want to be the best. The unicorn in Africa. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there are others out there, but we want to be that company that really provides quality and authentic solutions to our clients and to also the continent, because there's a lot of opportunities that we are seeing here, and we want to utilize that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's really what we see. What about you? Like, what has your journey been? Why did you join
So you,
computer science?
you
What
flipped the
inspired
cards
you?
to me.
Yes.
All right. So I love computer science very much. So today I am a director of software engineering in a company called Ultrons, which is a fintech company. We specialized in mobile transactions, especially because mobile money is growing a lot in Africa, and we have the highest mobile penetration in the entire world on this continent.
Very impressive.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Are you having fun?
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Okay.
Yes, so much fun. Yeah, so to give you a little bit of my background, I started loving computers when I was Let me see. I was 16, by the way. I was 16.
Oh.
That was my first interaction.
I don't think I knew what I wanted to do at 16. But anyway, keep on.
Okay, so I didn't know what I wanted to do it, but no, I loved it.
Okay.
All right, so I was in my high school, and then we had this computer science. It was called IT class.
Which school was that? Maybe
That was called the Groupe Scolaire Officier.
here in Rwanda,
Yes,
right? Okay.
in Rwanda. Groupe Scolaire Officier d'Ottawa. It was my high school. I was in my second grade, so it was actually my second year at high school. So we had that class, and we had this very cool professor. He was from Canada. So he was really great with computers. He would do maintenance and stuff. He would open up the computer, he would assemble it. He would do the Windows installation, formatting computers. It was a hell of a new thing to me. It was amazing. So I started sneaking in during my free time. And the time will catch me, was like, right, Romanis, what are you doing here? Get out. This is not your place to be. But I kept insisting coming in, and he was like, Romanis, what are you doing? To his surprise, he realized I wasn't I wasn't surfing through the internet
Right.
or doing whatever. But I had my notebook. We had a series of things we had to cover.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
such a focused kid.
I know. I was going through the chapters, finishing one after another. And the coolest thing I've ever done is protecting a Word document with a password. Man, I felt a genius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was genius.
Yeah. So when he found out that I'm like way ahead of other students, he said, "You know what, Romalis, you can probably come and help me fix the computers here."
Wow.
I was 16, I think. Maybe I don't know what this means, but
And that's how mentorship starts towards what you
Exactly.
really want to do.
exactly.
Once you find that spark, then you keep having someone who keeps guiding you through that.
Exactly.
Then that's how it goes
Yeah.
through. Yeah.
Yeah. So I loved fixing computers. I loved fixing computers, helping my fellow students or anybody else, especially the authorities of the school. That was so cool.
Yeah.
And then I reached a point I was like, okay, so I'm fixing computers and the softwares. Why can't I be the one who makes these computers
Right.
or make the software?
So
How do
you
I
had
get to
that
that?
spark? Yeah.
Yeah, I had that spark. But then at that time, I didn't have anybody to guide me through that because my professor alone was not me. He was mostly into fixing computers rather than making computers or making software. So I asked him, so how can I make a software? He was like, you need to go to Microsoft to make a computer. That was
Microsoft, the company.
I know, Microsoft, the company.
Yeah.
So I didn't have
at
any.
16, you didn't really.
Can
didn't
I-
even have an ID.
No, I didn't know how to get there. So I kept this idea in mind, and then I saw the idea of websites. The first chat application he was using was Messenger. I saw him chatting, and instantly somebody was replying from Canada, and I was like, "Wait, what? This is possible? Are you
Yeah.
sure there's a person behind this? Like you're talking with someone, and instantly you're getting the messages?" I was like, "Yes." So I asked, "What is this?" He said, "It's a software." Can you teach me how to make softwares? Because you're a computer expert here. I was like, sorry, I don't make softwares. So I had this spark in my mind, for the next 2 years, I didn't know how to do this, and then I met a professor, a university professor, who was teaching introduction to HTML.
Right.
By then I was in my 4th grade. Then I had to ask him, can I please learn how to to build websites and make softwares? He said, it's okay, I can do it. To my surprise, he was using Linux on his computer. So instead of taking
So
a
that's
mouse,
where your love for Linux
I
has come
know.
from. Okay.
So instead of
Now I see.
using mouse and clicking everywhere, he was writing commands. I was like, wait, what? What are you doing? He said, I'm talking to a computer.
Ah.
Talking to the computer without a mouse? Yeah. I just type commands, and I asked him, do you have to memorize that? I didn't like memorizing anything. He said, yeah. Okay,
None
so
of us do like memorizing
I
everything.
know. So I asked him to, give me a script of how all those commands. He said, "Cool, I'll just do that for you." Then he created a CD of both HTML, introduction to HTML, and introduction to Linux commands.
Okay.
Man,
So
I was the richest
that's
kid.
how you
Yes, that's how I
learned all
started.
that.
Yes.
and then
So,
you ended up,
yeah,
applying for.
for a computer science degree,
Okay.
I can say.
Which university was that?
That was called Kigali Independent University. It's a university in Kigali. It specializes in business courses. But recently they had a computer science department opened, and I said, maybe I can join this school, and I want to be the best in this school.
Oh wow.
I said this before I joined.
And you.
Guess what? I was the best.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Thank you very much. Don't ask
Yeah,
more questions about that.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going to do a background
No,
check on you.
no, please.
I trust you.
Yeah, anyway, so the message is I really knew what I wanted in my heart, but I didn't have much mentorship. But for the little encounter I had with people in that field, I made sure it sticks and it was beneficial from it. So
That's
I think
a very
that's
incredible journey.
yeah,
I
thank you
think
very much.
mine was different.
How did it go?
I got inspiration to doing engineering from actually my mom. My mom is a genius when it comes to mathematics and
Wow.
physics, but she really didn't pursue that field, but she kept on insisting that I do my homework all the time. I came home with homework, and she made sure that I finished that and I learned that. And then I had teachers in high school who insisted that we do all these 10 sums. There was a professor, not a professor, there was a teacher in my sixth grade
Okay.
who used to make sure that we do 10 sums of board mass or something. I don't even
my
remember
God.
that.
Yes.
And that made math stick into
Your brain.
our
You're right.
brains. We were all a girls' school, so that's what
I see.
we really focused on. And then I went to a high school which had like all these girls who are pilots, engineers, and everything else. And I was
So,
like,
you went to a girls' school.
yeah.
That's
I went
why you look very shy when you
in
were
high
among
school.
the
No,
the
in high
guys.
school I went to a girls' school actually.
Okay,
Yeah. So it was there were all these alumni students who usually came to talk to us, to speak to us, and
Yes.
encourage us to follow
Yeah.
the different paths that we want. You want to be a doctor and everything else. I chose that I wanted to be an engineer. I actually wanted to be an aeronautical engineer, that is fixing planes and everything
Oh
else.
my God.
Yeah.
Your love for space started when you
My
were really
last
young.
actually my last for space started so early. And that's how I got myself into geospatial and space technology.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is
This is where you are today.
yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
I defected a bit in graduate school into information technology, but it's the same it's the same kind of knowledge that you just mash together and get to do stuff with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that was our backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
And we would like to close this session by probably trying to tell you exactly what we're going to cover in the next few days to come, and also we can give out like the last piece of message we can give it to our audience.
Right.
Maybe you can start with the piece of advice, and then we go into the next prospects.
What is the greatest piece of advice that I can leave you with? I think once you this could be cliche, but I would say it anyway. Once you get once you get that urge to do something, just keep at it and keep trying to seek out help and trying to reach out to people who could be helpful to you.
That's right.
I think that is what has worked for me personally. I think anybody else could have something else out
That's
there,
right.
but that is what has worked for me. All the people that I've tried to reach out to, I've come through with their help. What about you?
Yeah, it's almost a little bit the same, except that for me, I think I want to say I'm stubborn. Being stubborn is I know what I want.
You don't look stubborn though.
Thank
but-
you. Oh, is that a compliment?
No.
Thanks. Anyway, so I know what I want.
Uh-huh.
So you too, you need to understand, like this thing that when you start doing it, you want to to keep doing it all over again, and you don't feel tired. You don't you don't notice that time is passing by.
Yeah.
So know what you want. Really have to test if you really, really love it. Mostly that's your passion. That's the thing you should follow in life.
Yeah.
And once you know exactly what you want and you like it, start going through that path.
Do-
Whoever
yeah.
is into that field, ask questions.
Do not be coerced to doing things because
Yes.
someone else wants you to do it.
No.
You won't love it. You
No.
would actually regret it.
That's right. I actually believe we have different callings. It's my belief. When you're born, there's a
Yeah.
calling for you. You have a mission on earth.
Yeah.
And mission starts with passion mostly. Because we don't all have same passion,
Exactly.
We may both have passion for engineering,
And
but yes, but we have like we are oriented differently. She's oriented into aerospatial. What is it again?
space technology.
Oh my god, so complicated. Mine is very simple. I have love for computer engineering. Sorry, for software development. I want to build solutions to help people, like to give help people to those people who want it. That's my passion. He has a different passion, but exactly what I'm trying to tell you is that you have a different mission than your colleague. All right,
Yeah.
just follow it through, ask questions, find someone who's better at it, and he will guide. They will guide you at all. Look, this is your thing. You gotta get it.
Go for it. And
Go for
yeah,
it.
so if you're really interested in following our journey and getting all this information, we'll be sharing opportunities
Yes.
and all the snippets from how do you get into an engineering course or a technology course, or who do you talk to when you need such kind of things. I know some schools are doing that, like in a robust kind of way, but not everyone has that privilege to get that kind of information. So you are the ones we are trying to reach out to.
That's nice.
And also career development, like
Yeah, that's right.
how we've come to the point we are on, right?
Yeah.
So please subscribe.
Down below,
We're here,
somewhere there, maybe here.
Engineering
Yeah.
and Tech Centra, and
Exactly.
we'll be bringing more
Yeah.
episodes to you,
More
and
episodes,
hopefully we inspire you and empower you to also go out there and do what you love and actually create an opportunity for someone else.
That's right. So if you have a comment or any questions, please write your questions or comments down below, and please reach out to us all the time. Plus,
Yeah, we'll
there's
get
something-
back to you.
Yes, there's something we would like to introduce in the future. We would like to bring in real employers,
Yeah.
and then you'll do like live interviews.
Yeah,
live
bring our
interviews.
friends on board.
Yes.
And get
So,
to
Yeah.
mentor you guys.
Exactly. So thank you very much, guys, and take care. See you at the next episodes. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Chima. I was dying. How was that? Too much verbatim?
Oh, the guy's still talking. So do I stop? Just press pause.
Was it long?
Yeah.